Level 1. Junior Business Analyst. It is 11:47 p.m., and the office building is dark except for this floor. You are sitting at a glass conference table with a room service tray pushed to the corner. Cold. You never touched it. There was no time. Your job is to run the analysis, not to design it, not to question it, to run it. You collect the data from 12 different sources. You build the model in Excel. You format the slides so the numbers look inevitable, like the conclusion was obvious all along. Then someone senior changes one assumption, and the whole thing falls apart, and you rebuild it. Tonight, you have rebuilt it 4 times. The city is full of people who went to bed hours ago. The associate sits across from you. She doesn't look up when she redlines your slide. She sends it back without explanation. You fix it. You don't ask why. Above her is the engagement manager, who you have spoken to twice this week. Below you is no one. The McKinsey name is on your badge. In 2 years, it will be on your resume, and that name will open doors that most people don't know exist. But tonight it's just a badge. You check your phone at 2 a.m., not because you want to, because you're afraid not to. Level 2. Senior Business Analyst. You are walking a factory floor in a hard hat. The client is a manufacturing company trying to cut costs. You have a clipboard and a list of questions. The plant manager is answering them. You are listening for the gap between what he says and what the data shows. You own a work stream now. Your name is attached to a section of the deck. You designed the analysis, not just executed it. You present your findings to the client's VP of operations. He pushes back. You hold your ground. You show him the numbers. He backs down. You feel something you haven't felt before. You also write feedback on the junior BA below you. You redline her slides. You notice you sound exactly like the people who terrified you. The associate still has final approval over everything you produce. When she doesn't explain why a slide is wrong, just marks it and sends it back. That silence is the whole lesson. You are learning, but the learning is expensive. You carry the MBA brochures in your bag. The firm will pay for the degree. That's the deal. You go away. You come back different, or you don't come back at all. Level 3. Associate. It is 7:45 a.m., and you are alone in a client boardroom setting up the projector. You have arranged 30 printed decks at 30 seats. The spacing is exact. You know that everything visible in this room will be judged. You built this deck. Every slide, every number, every recommendation is yours. In 20 minutes, the engagement manager will walk in and present it. You will sit at the table and not speak unless asked. The client's SVP will nod. He will thank the EM. The EM will accept it. You will file that away. You direct the junior consultants below you now. You assign work streams. You review their models at midnight and send them back with comments. Their failures are your failures. You carry both directions at once. The EM holds your performance review in his hands. He decides if you stay on this project, this track, this firm. You travel every week. You are always in an airport. Your performance review lands on a Sunday, and you read it in a terminal. Strong potential, it says. Needs to develop executive presence. You stare at those words for a long time. The gate changes, and you start moving. Level 4. Engagement Manager. You are standing at a whiteboard in a client war room. 4 consultants are looking at you, waiting. You have a marker in 4 colors. Black for facts, red for open questions, blue for hypotheses, green for client requests. The whiteboard is covered in your handwriting. The project starts today. It starts with you. You are the project now. Every deadline, every data request, every difficult conversation with the client runs through you. When the client calls at 8 p.m., With a new request, they call you. When the analysis is wrong, you are the one who apologizes in the boardroom. When a BA makes a mistake in the data, your name is still on the deck. The partner shows up at key moments. He steers the strategy, holds the C-suite relationships, and then disappears. You carry the engagement in his absence. Below you are 3 consultants whose performance reviews you will write. Your words will affect their careers. At every level below this one, someone above you absorbed the client's frustration. That person is now you. You watch the partner when he walks into a client meeting. He doesn't look at the slides. He looks at the client's face. He's reading something you can't read yet. You study him the way the BAs used to study you. You're learning a different language now. Level 5. Associate partner. You are having lunch at a golf club with a CFO. You have been cultivating for 8 months. The food is excellent. You do not taste it. There is a proposal folded in your jacket pocket. You won't take it out unless the moment is right. You manage multiple engagements simultaneously now. You are not in the daily work. You are the strategic guide, the quality check, the person the engagement manager calls when something is going sideways. You are also building the business. That means dinners. It means calls. It means reading a room and knowing when to mention, quietly, that you've done exactly this kind of work before, and it went well. The partners above you watch your business development numbers. Can you bring in work on your own? That is the only question that matters now. You have 5 EMs reporting to you. You have clients who trust you, but the promotion to full partner requires you to prove something that no amount of analytical skill can substitute for. The CFO says he is talking to another firm. You smile. You ask one question, the right one. He leans forward. Lunch runs 45 minutes over. You have him. Your phone shows 2 missed calls from an EM on a different project. You call back from the parking lot. You are always in 2 places at once. This is the loneliest the job has ever felt, and also the most important. Most people who leave McKinsey leave from exactly here. Level 6. Partner. There is no deck in this meeting. There are 2 chairs angled toward each other, and a CEO across from you and nothing else. You pitched this engagement without a single slide. You closed it on the strength of a question you asked, and the silence that followed. You are an owner of the firm now. Your compensation is tied to what you generate. In a strong year, it is $700,000. In a great year, more. In a slow year, the firm notices. There is no salary protecting you anymore. The metric is visible to everyone. Cases sold. It is on a screen that partners can see. Yours is on there too. You have clients who have worked with you for a decade. They call you before they decide they need a consultant. That is the whole game at this level. The engagement letter slides across the glass desk. The CEO picks up the pen. You leave the building and call your assistant and say, "Block the next 2 Mondays." It is done. You feel the specific pleasure of influence at scale. You also feel the specific pressure of knowing you have to do it again next quarter and the quarter after that. The senior partner called after your last close. "Good work," he said. 3 words. From him, that is everything. You want the next call to come from you. Level 7. Senior partner. You are in a government ministry briefing room. 12 officials on one side of the table. 1 chair on your side. Yours. A finance minister wants to restructure a national pension system. A sovereign wealth fund is deploying $40 billion, and they want your thinking before they move. They called you. Not McKinsey. You. Your recommendation is 7 words. It will affect the employment of 30,000 people. You deliver it with the calm of someone who has done this many times, because you have. You vote on firm strategy now. You mentor partners. You appear in rooms that are not about consulting at all. McKinsey's reputation is partly in your hands, and you know it because you have been in rooms where the decisions were complicated, where the right answer and the client's preferred answer were not the same answer. You made calls. You told yourself it was complex. You still tell yourself that. Your total compensation can exceed $3 million in a strong year. Your children know your assistant better than they know your calendar. You fly home in business class, and the flight attendant knows your name and your drink. You open your laptop. You are 58 years old, and you have never once imagined what retirement looks like. You do not know how to stop. You are not sure the firm would let you, even if you did. Level 8. The exit. The corner office is yours. Your name is on the door. CEO, or cabinet secretary, or founder of something worth $400 million. The exits from McKinsey are real, and they are extraordinary, and you are living one. In the back of your desk drawer, behind the things you actually use, there is a McKinsey business card, the old one. You don't display it. You don't throw it away. You make decisions now that McKinsey used to be hired to recommend. The difference is accountability. When the strategy was in a deck, you could leave on Friday. Now, the strategy is the company, and the company has 8,000 employees, and you cannot leave. You use frameworks you absorbed at 23 years old in a glass conference room at midnight. They still work. That's the strangest part. A young consultant calls you for advice. He is a first-year BA. You can hear the specific exhaustion in his voice, the 11 p.m. exhaustion, the kind that has a color. You remember it exactly. You tell him it gets easier. You are not entirely sure that's true. You tell him it's worth it. You mean it mostly. Somewhere right now, a 22-year-old is sitting in front of a blue screen in a dark building. She is running the model again. She thinks this is temporary. She thinks it leads somewhere. She is right. She has no idea what she's in for. The firm keeps running. It always does.